Hey everyone, it's Ben with Blue Model and Marketing again. And today we're going to be building another Micro Saas that you could sell this today. So if you'd like to build along with me, feel free. Steal whatever I'm doing and sell it yourself. Or also everything will be available in our community below. So if you don't feel like copying along or following along like that, feel free to download any automations and whatever that way as well. So we're going to be using make.com to actually build an automation. In there, we're going to have email list verify. We're going to be using an application called card, an application called paperform, and then we're just going to be sending an email in this as well. So we have email on there. Let me go ahead and just show you real quick what the actual make automation is. It's pretty basic, like just Mr. Verifier automation, which is what we're going to be building today is the Mr. Verifier, which is the name of this little like bot thing that we've built basically. And this is the back end for it. And then let me go ahead and show you Mr. Verifier view. Here is the front end of what you see. And I'm also going to go ahead and show you guys how you can make this like a paid thing. So if you want to like charge $1 or $2 or something like that per verification, things along those lines. And then obviously color and format, all things that I've done. I'll show you guys how to do that yourselves. And if there's anything different you want to do on here, yeah, you can kind of go wild with it. I'll show you a lot of the other like applications that you can use this card website for. One thing to note is that if you want to follow along properly with me, you're going to need to have the paid version of card, which was $19 for a year. So extremely reasonably priced. And just the reason you're going to need that is to actually be able to embed the paper form that we're going to be building. So Mr. Verifier is the form, which I'll be showing you guys how to set up a form in there as well. So the actual part of this were the questions, and like you would be able to add payment and that kind of thing. I'll show you where that will go. Email list verify. You get like 100 free credits. You can use a while, like 100 emails for free. But if you need to, it's like you can buy by email basically, and if $15 for 5,000, so that's a lot of emails. And if you're charging like $1, even 50 cents or 25 cents, that's not that many you have to send out for this to be profitable, if that makes sense. That's the other application to note, and then make.com is the last one. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do with you guys is actually show you how we set up like the card and the paper form. So the UI, the part that like the users are actually going to be interacting with, I'm going to show you guys how to get that set up, and then we'll go into the automation and I'll show you guys actually what happens and what is being displayed. So let's go back into here. We're just going to go hit new site. So once you have your account, you'll click that new site button, and then I'm just going to go ahead and use the same demo that we've been using, like this style. One thing to note is you can obviously use tons of other styles. Like there's a million different things you could build in here. So yeah, it's kind of just like whatever you need to, whatever you're working on or trying to design. But for today, where we're developing this just like Micro Saas basically, we're going to go ahead and get started with that. So let's see here. Our first thing, tweet magic. Maybe, oh, not one of those. Let's try that. Oh, change that one. I'm just seeing what I got in here. Oh, change. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and pause and find the right files for you guys, and then I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So I just went ahead and found the right images to use. So then it's pretty easy to edit. You can just like shrink or grow this depending on how big you want your image to display. We'll go ahead and hit accept. This extra alternative text is just like for like I'm pretty sure like SEO, and also if like someone that is like blind or something like that is trying to use this application, will actually be able to like use like that like an audio thing, or however like that works. I'm not 100%, but this will actually be able, so they'll know what the image is. And I've just been calling like these things like Mr. Verify, in caps, verifier logo. Okay, and then we're good there. So the next thing, we're going to go ahead and move that above that, and we're just going to go ahead and call it Mr. Verifier, and we'll just call it test so I'll remember. And then we can actually like see, just to make this easier, I'm going to copy this. Boom. Boom. And then this paragraph, and then I'll show you in 1 second how to get the color and everything right. Boom. We delete all that. Boom. Okay. And then if we want to do like the same colors, which I'll just show you because I think that'll be a good way to do it. We'll go in here and we'll select like purple and green. So we'll do a purple. Oh. Maybe. A purple, cool. And then we'll just get this so we actually know what the color purple that we're using is. We'll go ahead and hit done with that one. We'll make sure that all the words have the right one. And then this one has a gradient, but you could obviously switch that as well. But if you apply like both of the same ones to there, it will fix it also. And then you could have like on there a contact us button, or you can have like these social media icons. I'm just going to go ahead and remove those for now. And the other thing that we're going to need to do, and this is where you see that you need the paid version, is embed will be like blocked out, but you need to use embed here. And we're going to go ahead and put it in right there, and then just remove this divider because there's a little thing. But now let me get the colors on here good. So we have purple there, so purple for this, so whatever color purple that guy is, boom. And then for the actual background, how about we do our green? Actually, we'll test our green here. So you can just like click the background or the section you want to edit. You go to the color, and we'll go all the way down here, and we'll go to a green, maybe a darker green. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Copy. And then if we want for this like outside part, we can go ahead and make this green, right? But for here, we'll actually get the purple back. Control C. And we'll change the color of these. Control V. And then I don't remember exactly. I had gears. But there's a whole bunch of other like designs for this background area. Like I could do that. And some of these are like animated as well. Like you can see how it says animated or round, like that kind of thing. That's kind of cool. Horizon animated. That's kind of cool. So we'll go with that. I like that background. Okay, so you're all done on this page for this time being. So we're going to go over to our paper form. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to create a new one and then attach it. So we'll go create new form. Start from scratch. Pretty simple. We'll go in here since the name of it, Mr. Verifier, space. If you highlight, we want to make that heading 1 and we want it centered. Enter. On here, verifies emails. We're just going to copy that so it's easy. And then we'll go highlight it again, make that heading 2, and we want that guy in the middle. Okay, boom, boom. Then we'll go here, add an image. So choose an image from your computer, and I'll show you guys which one I just did. Open. So here's this guy. And obviously if you like remove the background on this, I'll show you guys like as you can see on here, it has this like white box, which we can remove. If you have like a file or like your image with no background, that works for this. Or obviously if you had the image with like the same color background as you're working on. But let's go back over here now. So we have our image in here, and then we want to get some questions. So question 1, we want to get their name, and it's just text. Question 2, email address, and we could even make this email. Question 2, I was like domain URL. You want AP. You want scraped, or you want, oh, I'm sorry. Email ADD. email address you want scraped. Okay, and then we would go in here and make that an email. And then the way you would do a payment thing is you could do price in here, but I've actually found the best thing is going products, and then if you go manage products, and we'll just go add one, and we'll just call it the Mr. Verifier. Mr. Verifier. The price you can set at anything. Let's do $1, and you can even add an image. So let me add this one actually. Yeah, I'll add that image. Once it's done loading, we'll go ahead and hit close. So now that's saved in there. So another cool thing we can go ahead and do is the appearance. So we know what colors we want. We want this green so that it matches actually. So let me go ahead and find this green. Boom. And we go back over to our paper form, and here all we do is change the hex out for the color we want. Really simple. The next thing we can do actually, and this is an important one, is if you flip this questions have background box shadow and you close that, it'll make it so that your questions are actually like this. And you can also see well, once this was loaded in, you could have seen the image, but like here you're on a green background, and if we want to go to text and actually make it the purple, we'll go all the way back to our paper form, and we'll go text, and we'll put in our purple. Okay. And then configure. So what is it called? Mr. Verifier test. And the description is just like verifies emails. I'll say verifies emails. And you could be as descriptor, not descriptive as you want. Cover image, I guess I'll put one. There, we'll use that. Actually, we'll remove and use that one, I think. Okay. And then URL, Mr. Verifier. Mr. Verifier will already be taken, so I have to use test. All right, so you're done there. Then payments. And then I have my PayPal connected, but you could use a Stripe or a lot of other payments as well. And you just do like your PayPal, US dollar there. Well, I'm using US dollar. And then I've just been leaving that all blank. And then form behaviors, you don't really have to change anything. After submissions, I like to do like this. And just go congratulations, and then you'll receive an email the output shortly. And then also if you want to like do it so they can keep going, you'll turn that include submit another button. So we're pretty much all set here. Now the only thing is to go over the share and click embed. And you're just going to want to copy this inline embed. Real simple. And then we'll go back over to our new one that we're building. We'll click in this code block, where it says no code. We'll click in there. Label, we'll call it Mr. Verifier. It's inline as the style, and we'll just paste that in there. We'll go ahead and hit done. And then if we hit save, title could obviously be Mr. Verifier test, since I already have this built. And then description. How about validates AGI given email ADDI address. And then since this is like the card URL, and you could pick a couple other ones too, obviously, but card URL, we'll call it Mr. Verifier test. I'm sure I can use that. Oh, let me move that out of the way. Mr. Verifier test. Checking, publish, view site. So in a second here, it'll load up. This is just because it's the first time. And here you go. You have that animated background. You have your built-in like question thing, all that. Really cool. So now the next thing I'm gonna have you, or I'll show you guys, is from here. Um, I'm gonna actually use my pre-built one, which doesn't take a payment, just to show you guys for testing. So we're gonna go back over to make.com. So here is the basic automation. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new one with you guys. Create a new scenario, and we're just gonna go a paper form, and then you're gonna watch for a new submission. When you create the webhook, it's gonna be it's pretty easy to do. You go create webhook, you'll name it whatever you want to do. Just because we're Blue Model and Marketing, I've been doing that, and then I'll say like Mr. Verifier test. And then the form, you can see that. So we'll go ahead and click that, save. Okay. I'm gonna run my like real one, but I'll show you guys building it with this. So your next thing is gonna need to be your email verify list. Email verify list, so verify an email address. So all you need to do is take the email address from the question. So I'll show you guys in here since we've run this before. But so from the question, whichever one you got, so the email is on our one that works. The email that you want to verify is the third question. So it's pretty easy. We just go in here, or we'll go to this one. You click data, or you click in here, third question, and then you look for the value. So the value is the email address that they want to change. And then timeout, I've just been leaving it empty. And the last one is an email. And what I just returned in the email, and obviously you could add like same way over here. I just haven't run this, so there's no like questions popping up here. So if you're looking at this and it seems like, oh, I don't have my questions, unlink these, hit run once, and just build your form with like a free product or no product, so that you can actually test once and like get an output. Because once you've gotten an output, then when you actually link these, it'll show you the questions. So I'm gonna go back into this one, and for the email, you can use any email bot like type of your sort. Like you can use Gmail in here or Outlook or anything like that. I've noticed though that the formatting of the email will be all like messed up and weird. Like it won't be the same as you've typed in here. So if you just use the standard email block and make, and then link your connection, same sort of way, it will just have you like log into whatever email you use basically. And then you'll go ahead and hit here. There will be nothing, and you'll just have to expand to like add a recipient. And the way you add a recipient is you just take the email address that they gave you, like so like your email address, right? But take the email address that they gave you, and that's where you're sending to. And then I just said Mr. Verifier results for, and then the first thing was just their name. So I just did their name. And then I switched this over to plain text so that you can actually just write in here, because if it's HTML, it doesn't always look exactly the same. Hey, and then their first name again. So first name is the first question and then value. Here's your results. So results are just from there. So this returns either like okay or bad, basically, just to confirm the email. And then thank you, Mr. Verifier. So that's pretty much it for that. So if we go ahead and actually, since I have this one like already built, I'm just going to go and hit run once. And we're going to go back to our form for our Mr. Verifier, the one that I built previously, just to show you guys. And name, since I already have it. And then I'll just use this Gmail that I use just to verify. I mean, I know it's good, but just to show you guys like how it outputs. We'll go ahead and hit submit. And obviously this is all in the back end, and it's all automatically turned on. So you don't actually have to do anything. You just have, as long as that link for your form is out there, or for your card is out there, you can get people coming in. Or if you're sharing that link, you can get people coming in. So let me take you guys over now. Let me pull out the email in just a second, if it will unfreeze. Gmail, full screen, inbox, thumbnail guy, and here's your results. Okay. If it was a bad one, it will return like not good, or like timeout error or something along those lines. But you just know that your results are okay. And also you could obviously create onto your your card or like another place where you display your result. It doesn't always have to be an email. That's just one of like the simplest ways that we found to go ahead and like get results, because obviously they can submit as many as they want using an email address. But because it's like because it's like this, it's real easy just to like communicate, hey, you're going to get an email in a second, rather than like redirecting them to another link or a page or something like that. You could also build this form so that it could verify from like a spreadsheet, for example. So if like instead of having just submit one domain, it could be like insert a file. And I don't know why that did that, but yeah, when you hit resubmit, it should reload the whole thing again. But yeah, so that's kind of like the whole thing. And once again, this will all be available for download in our community, or if you want to just copy along, I'll show you what it actually each one has inside of it real quick. But yeah, nothing super complicated in there. But yeah, so let me know if you guys have any comments or questions or anything like that in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. That really, really helps us out. But yeah, everybody have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you. Have a good one.